All right, everybody, you amazing, beautiful people. Happy Monday. Big waves to you. Good to see you. Got Peyton Palmer in here. Yes, yes, yes. Happy. Kicking our day off. Hope everybody's doing good. So, we did not see any birthdays today. I don't know. Is there a chance Claudio's on from Malmo, Sweden? I don't know. But it is his birthday today. So if there is a birthday, let us know. Andrew, do you see any? Do you see?
Claudio isn't here and his birthday was this weekend.
Okay,
But
well, I was close.
you were so close. There's all kinds of birthdays. So let us know if it's your birthday. I'll tell you, there's one near and dear to me. It's my kiddo's birthday. But he's not even awake yet. So I guess we don't have to sing to him on here.
Well, happy birthday, Chase. Okay, Peyton, anything you want to say this morning to anybody?
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, Roll Tide. Okay, so the word for this Monday is humanity. Humanity. And this was a really good one. I mean, I think we all kind of probably know the definition, or we feel like we do with humanity. Humanity is the quality of being human. Imagine that, John Frick. The quality of being human. But here's what it really is: it's the capacity of kindness, compassion, understanding, empathy towards others. When I came across this word, I thought, man, I daily need to do a better job with humanity, right? Um, at its core, when I think about what it really means, like what does humanity really mean? To me, at its core, it's about caring beyond ourselves, right? And sometimes that's hard, right? It's like you wake up in the morning and you either feel great or you wake up in the morning and you're like in attack mode, right? Has anybody ever felt that way before? Anna out in Colorado Springs, she's laughing. So, you know, and humanity to me is going, okay, I got to put myself aside, Brent, and I need to be kind to people. I need to smile when I don't feel like smiling at times. I need to love when I don't feel like loving at times. I need to care about somebody and ask them how they're doing. Sometimes when I don't really want to, because it's all about me, right? It's all about my feelings and how I feel today. But humanity kind of pushes me aside some and goes, you know what? I'm going to show compassion to a stranger today. I'm going to offer patience today when it's really easy to get frustrated with somebody, but I'm going to offer patience. Um, I'm going to give hope to somebody today that feels alone, like, or they maybe feel like there's no hope. I'm going to take the time to maybe send them an uplifting text, an uplifting message. I appreciate you message. So for me, here's why it's important. It grounds us. When we wake up on this Monday, it's not just about us. It's not just about my feelings. It's not just about what I want for the day. It reminds us that every action, no matter how small, it has the power to impact. It has the power to bless another person's life. So when we practice humanity, I believe that we build stronger communities. Like we build healthier relationships. We build a kinder world. So this was a good one for me. I love it going into a Monday because it's like sometimes, you know, I don't know about you, but sometimes I can focus on me, right? I think about it when I was a coach, and I'm going to leave you with this and turn it to Andrea. Coach Greg Bibbs on, Coach Mike Buck's on. we got other coaches on. Peyton just experienced a tough loss just a few weeks ago. Like they were up by 1 point, last second, guy threw a bomb, scored a touchdown, lost the game, like on the last play. Tough. It was a tough loss, especially when you pour your heart and your soul, right? Yeah. And the easy thing to do is sit around and mope about it. But humanity says go in that locker room, hug those kids, love on those kids because they're the ones, they worked their butt off. They hate they lost, right? And that's what we talked about right as the game ended. Um, Anything you want to add before we turn it to Andrew? Yeah. Hey, at the last minute, he was like next door in his office, and I'm like, come over here. And he's like, oh my goodness, Dad. But you know what? He said yes. He said yes. Um, he does have his Alabama shirt on today, just supporting the Tide as they won a pretty big game this weekend.
Big weekend.
Any Georgia fans out there, we're not. Notice I didn't do my shirt. He did his. All right. Andrew, I'll turn it to you.
You okay? So great lesson this morning, Coach Peyton. Thank you so much for joining us. And I was actually reading this morning, and I think this aligns really nicely with our lesson for today. And it said to be benevolent rather than malevolent, I don't know how to say that word, is probably a true feature of our species. Now, okay, what in the world does that have to do with humanity? I think sometimes we can get caught up in all the negative and the drama and the horrible things that happen in our world, and we can think that we can lose faith in humanity, right? We're like, oh my goodness, what is going on in our world today? But according to this scientist that is very smart and worked at or went to Harvard, he's saying that, you know what? Most people are good inside, right? Most people are going to be good. They're going to do good things. And so the quote that I found was, we must not lose faith in humanity. Humanity is an ocean. If a few drops of the ocean are dirty, the ocean does not become dirty. And that's Gandhi. So we have to remember that, yeah, there might be some uh, bad apples, but they're good inside too. We just got to kind of cut off the bad part and we can all be better as we are. So, what I looked into was okay, this sounds good. And I'm a little bit mushy gushy and all of those things, but how can we live with more humanity in our daily life? Like, how can we act like people more in our life? Because you ever think that sometimes we have this level of separation between the other humans? Like, we have it right now. I'm looking at you guys through a screen and you're about this big, right? Because I can't see because I don't have my glasses on. So you're all a little blurry too. And we spend so much of our life, I don't know where I put my phone, but we've got our phone in our hands and we're separated from people. So how can we bring in a little bit more humanity? So first of all, let's smile more. Smile more here. When we're on a Zoom, put your camera on, right? Be here with us. I love that about the Coaches Corner because we have such good consistency where everybody's a lot of you. Okay, no, I'm not calling any of you out. If you're, if you're busy, okay, leave your camera off. But so many come on here and they have their camera on and they interact with us. When we're out in the world, go smile at somebody because we never know whose day will brighten by just bringing them a little bit of a smile. Next is to pause before reacting. Sometimes we talk about the drops. Anybody else here feel this where they allow us to respond rather than react? Maybe you're not part of our company. Maybe you don't know what I'm talking about, the drops. Well, you should. And they help us manage ourselves a little bit more so we can have that pause in there. Because you know what? We all have a choice. Every moment of every day, we have a choice. And we can choose kindness or we can choose criticism, right? I think about this, my poor babies, they walk in the room and I'm like, okay, all right, you're a great kid, love you so much, but can you improve here, 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 right? And who would want that, right? We got to work on that, Andrea. But pause before reacting. Next is number 3 is to give our time freely. So again, this is another choice that we have that when we're walking through the day, we can choose to lean in and give that time to, even if it's just listening, even if it's just sitting next to somebody, even if it's just being there, give your time freely where you can so that we can have that connection. Number 4 is to celebrate differences instead of fearing them. We all have beautiful opinions. Some of us are more vocal, right? Some of us are more, we keep it inside, but we're still judging right and left. We're all a little bit different. But you know what? We have so many things that we have in common. I'm going to say that all humans have more in common than they have that is different. And with those differences, let's celebrate them. Let's go celebrate how Leanne is unique from Ron and how Ron is unique from Rose and Kathy and everybody on here. We all have our little differences. Celebrate that. Lean into that because those differences are what makes us so incredibly beautiful. And then lastly, number 5 is to remember, and this one kind of gets me a little feely. I'm mushy today, okay, guys? I'm mushy. Remember that everyone is fighting battles that we can't see. Right? We don't know. We don't know what just happened before that person got in the car and they cut us off on the freeway, right? We don't know what the conversation was that they had before they call us and maybe are a little less personable than we would hope. We have no idea. And it might not be the same battle we have. It might be completely different. And we might pray for that battle, but then we might think, oh man, I don't know how I would survive it. So if we kind of have that focus through the day that everybody's going through something that's big for them, man, can't we be more human? Can't we be a little bit more loving when we walk through the day that way? So thank you for this one, Coach Maria. Thank you for the word.
This was a great one.
I appreciate he turned 17, Diane. Careful, not 18. He's only 17. Careful.
All right, guys, we love you. We hope you have an amazing Monday. Let's go rock it today, okay? Have a great one out there. See you guys.
Have a
Love
great day,
you.
Awesome
guys.
Love
Thank you.
word.
Guys,
you.
thank you,
Have
Brandon,
a
Andrea.
great
Thank you. Love you
Good to see you.
guys.
bless
I'm
you
Thank
grateful
you.
for
all.